Welcome back to the keyhole. The keyhole from Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. Today is a very, very dark day in the Netherlands. And that has everything to do with the weather. This is typical Dutch November weather. Lots of clouds, a little bit of rainfall. Chilly, it's chilly outside. Polychromos, grass green. It is very chilly outside. It's not extremely cold. I think it is 12 degrees Celsius. But it feels, it has this certain feel today. And in the Netherlands we call that waterkoud. It is water cold. So the coldness, it feels wet. Actually, that's what we are saying, waterkoud. And it's really weather that makes you long for a scarf and gloves. Although you may not need them because of the temperature. The humidity makes it feel very cold. I saw an exciting article on the internet. Dutch media brought it, and then I saw it on the National Geographic. They found a new cavity in the Great Pyramid of Giza. That is very exciting to me. This is dark cadmium orange. That Pyramid of Giza and the Sphinx, all that old stuff, it is intriguing, I think. And they keep exploring and they keep finding new things. It's so interesting. Now you may wonder, why is she using orange on this leaf? And that has everything to do with the blue background. I want this leaf to stand out, so I am now creating contrast with a warmer tone in the forefront, this orange, and the cooler blue in the background. This is earth green yellowish, one of my favorite greens. I love those earthy tones. Permanent green. Egypt is on my bucket list. I hope I will be able to visit that country one day. I would love to see those ancient buildings and learn a little bit more about them. I've been watching a lot of documentaries lately about Egypt. And It feels to me like there is a lot that needs to be discovered. I also saw a documentary about the 7 world wonders. You know, in the ancient times there were 7 world wonders. Now, I don't think I can recall them all, but of course it's the pyramids, the Great Pyramids. They are the only thing that still exist. Then there was this lighthouse, I believe. There was a temple, and there also was a great statue of Zeus. And I saw a little bit more about that one. That was interesting. You know, the sculptor who made the huge statue, he was very inventive. The sculpture of the god Zeus had to be extremely large, and they wanted to make it from marble, and this sculptor knew that you can bend marble. Really? Can you bend stone? Yes, you can. It turned out that if you make thin layers of marble and you put them in vinegar, then they become soft and you can mold them into different forms and shapes, and so the complete statue was hollow, and it was all made from these bended marble pieces. Chromium green opaque. I never knew that you can make marble soft, so you can work with it. Very interesting. The statue doesn't exist anymore. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon belonged to the 7 world wonders also. They are gone too. And I believe there are now 7. Well, there are a lot of lists with world wonders. A natural list, a nature list with, of course, with the Grand Canyon. Let's take a look at this twig. It needs darker tones. Here is my Payne's Gray, And I'm also going to add warmer tones because I want this twig to stand out against the cool blue background. This is a middle cadmium red. So the fun thing with painting and coloring and drawing is that you can change things, you know. Maybe in nature this twig is not reddish brown, maybe it's just green, but the reddish brown color maybe works better because of this blue background that I chose. So you are free to do whatever you want. And the interesting thing is that most people will not see a mistake like, hey, this twig should have a different color. No, they see balance, they see a beautiful drawing. So here is a olive green yellowish. Today I met the mother, here is leaf groom, the mother of a girl that had a couple of singing lessons from me years ago. This girl, 12 years old back then, she came to me because she wanted to go to a special high school that was specialized in music. But she had to audition. So she came to me a couple of times and her audition went well. She was accepted. And now she is playing in one of the most popular... I need to change this some. She is now working in one of the most popular musical productions in the Netherlands. 20 years old. Success story. So nice. Here I have cadmium yellow. It's so nice to hear that these young people that they succeed. I don't like this. I'm going to change the color. Let's start with this middle cadmium red. I could also pick a brown tone, but you know, when there is green and you add a touch of red, then brown will be the result. You know, just a little bit of mixing. That looks better. So, Payne's Grey. And here is dark indigo. Now, looking at this drawing, I feel that these flowers, I believe they are, the Dutch name is Einjers. I don't know the English name. I should know the Latin name, but maybe it will come. Anyway, I feel they need a little bit more warmth. You know, pink colors can be quite cool. So let's see what happens if I add a touch of pale geranium lake. It's not that I want to add it everywhere, just a touch. So I'm making small circles to add this soft feeling of a warmer tone. I am going to change to dark cadmium orange. I think that will work even better. Very small circles. I saw that Joanna Besford has picked a couple of colorists, and she will send her this book, Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. And the idea behind it is that these people will start coloring a page, and when they are finished with the page, they will pass it on, the book, pass it on to, I believe, a colorist of their choice. And then this second colorist will pick a page, and then it will eventually the book will be completely colored by a whole lot of colorists. Do you see the difference? This is better. Just a touch of orange makes all the difference. Yeah, lovely. When I just started coloring a couple of years ago, I found this one of the hardest things, coloring flowers, because I tended to just put too much color on these leaves, on the petals of the flower, and it would just be no highlights and no softness, and it would be just too strong and too much. So right now I'm really trying to keep it soft, light-handed, and not cover everything with this orange, but leave room for the other colors, especially the lighter ones. I think this looks much better already. I'm going to do this dark cadmium to put this dark, dark cadmium orange, okay. Let's put it in here as well, just a little bit more. And here I have the pale geranium lake. Although I don't want these flowers to be red, I will put in a touch of red. Goodness, it is so dark. It's the middle of the day. The camera has no trouble, thank goodness, but it's it really feels like the dark the dark days. Here in the Netherlands we have a saying, de donkere dagen voor kerst, the dark days before Christmas. Well, it starts in November. But I have chocolate here. That helps a lot. Chocolate is a woman's best friend. Let's do a touch of yellow, dark cadmium yellow. Well, I like it. I hope you too. Well, I have to say I'm very pleased with the colors of the flowers, and well, of course, a lot needs to be done. But I really like this one. I will continue coloring and then I will get back to you. Bye bye.